Just finished doing 1,000 press-ups. It took me 3 hours and 17 minutes and I was hoping to do it in an hour. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to challenge myself and make sure I was challenging myself. I had no idea how long it was going to take and how hard it was going to actually be. I'm battered all over, my feet, even my knees are hurting. Everything's hurting. But that's what it's about. If you want your muscles to grow and your body to change, you've got to make it do things that it's not used to. You've got to make it do things that it can't do, in a way. My body's never done 1,000 press-ups in one session before. So after this, I'm really hoping that there's going to be a lot of muscles that were used, and those muscles are going to be thinking, if this is going to happen again, we got to be ready. And that's exactly what your muscles try and do. They try and prepare, and they grow if that's what they need to do in order to do whatever that activity was easier. That's why when you do heavy weights, you look up in your weights, because your muscles are going to try and improve and do that original weight with ease. So you've got to think of ways to make everything you're doing fitness-wise more challenging. If you're having 60 seconds rest, make it 45, make it 30 seconds rest. And your body will be shocked because it won't be expecting to go back to doing the exercise that quickly. Change your weights up, change the exercises, do exercises you've never done before. And there'll probably be little muscles you never even recruited or realised you were recruiting. You can do different types of workouts, like supersetting, things like that, you know. So if you're just used to going in and doing exercise, a couple of sets, then another exercise, couple of sets, instead do 2 exercises back to back. You could do drop sets, hit certain weights until you fail. As soon as you fail, pick up a weight that's half the amount and go to fail again straight away without rest. Or you can do something which I do when I haven't got a spotter, which is the rest pause set, which is where I go to fail and then I rest for 15 seconds and then I go again to fail because I haven't got anyone there to help me through those extra reps, so I do it that way. You could do things like pyramid sets. So you start off with a low weight, high reps, and then you increase the weight all the way up to a higher weight but lower reps, and then you just drop it all the way back down again through the sets and reps you just did. So you could do about 6 or 7 sets with that. More sets, maybe you could hit a lot more sets if you're used to just doing a standard 3. Another thing is the rep range. If you're used to doing 8 reps or you're used to doing 12 reps, try dropping it down some reps and doing heavier weight, or increasing every now and then. Have a session where you try and do 20 reps on every exercise you do, in every set. There's lots of different things you can do. So that's what I want to make sure everyone's doing, is challenging themselves, even when they don't really realise it's that much of a challenge, you know, just by changing the rest time and things like that. You might not think of it as that big a deal, but it will make all that difference, because a lot of people can just follow a regular routine, and even though, you know, you might think, yeah, I'm fit, I go to the gym, if you're doing the same thing week after week, your body's not improving. It's almost doing nothing for you. It's like going for a walk. It's easy, and your body has no reason to improve or get better or even get healthier if it's healthy enough for that activity. I drink 6 to 8 litres of water every day, but there's so many reasons why you should drink lots of water. Even if you're not a person who's into their fitness or training, you should still be drinking a good amount of water. And if you are into your training, or you're on a diet of some sort, and you're not drinking enough water, what the hell are you playing at? Your body is made up of 50 to 60% water. Your brain is 85% water, and your muscles are 70% water. So why would you not think that getting this water in is a good idea? How can you expect your muscles and your brain and all these things that are important when it comes to training to be working at their optimum levels if you're not hydrating them properly. And you need to hydrate them with water, with proper water. Don't count this tea and coffee and soft drinks, even if they're diet soft drinks, as your water intake, because they're just not good enough sources. They've got caffeine in them. Caffeine is a diuretic, which means it's going to make you urinate more, which means you're going to lose water, as well as all the shit and the sweeteners and stuff like that you're putting in your body at the same time. Think about when you got a rusty penny and you want to get rid of the rust. As an experiment, you did it as a kid. You use Coca-Cola. You can even do it with Diet Coke. And that stuff is removing rust. And you're putting that stuff in your body. Imagine what that's doing to your insides. That's mental. You know water's important because you can go for weeks without any food, but we can only go for 3 days without water. That is not long compared to food. Yet we place so much importance on getting the right foods in us, and everyone's so worried about getting the right macros and making sure they're getting enough protein and carbohydrates. Yet something that we can't live 3 days without, nobody gives it a second thought. They just neglect it. Okay, I'm just going to quickly show you another one of my favourite meals. It's real simple and tasty. Wholemeal noodles with like a little chicken stock, bit of powder in the water. I'm going to lay on top some beef, some lovely tasty bits of steak, then drip off first as well. In the wholemeal noodles, one little disc, 35 grams of carbs, and in this steak then you're looking at probably about anywhere between 40-50 grams of protein. Depends on the size of the steak, obviously. Then you can just use simple mixed leaves as your greens in there, just like a little bit of garnish. It's a nice little texture. Add as much of that as you want. Whoa, too hot, too hot. Egg. And you're gonna pop that straight away. So you can get all that yolk flavour in the ramen soup. And there it is. I'm only on 200 reps. My chest feels so pumped. I'm boiling in this conservatory as well, with the sun coming in. Don't know what I was thinking. Only 800 more to go. Five more left. 5 reps left, and I've done 1,000 reps. My hands are killing all this stuff. Let's do it.